weekday mornings, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Boston's new home for urban and Caribbean music. Spark FM.
I love them a lot.
Good morning! You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Tues.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
This is a cluster F of wires. Golly. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Spark FM Online, number one for urban and Caribbean music. We are in the building. Rockstone Triz, Miss Tony be knowing, Anthony, and Hot Sizzling Sauce. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, top of the day.
How y'all doing?
How y'all doing? Did I undo it? Okay, finally. Jesus, good Lord. Sorry, I had some misconstrued wiring here.
Oh my.
But we are in the building. We are here.
Present.
Hey.
Let's do a quick check-in. How y'all doing? Let's start with Miss Tony.
I'm doing good. It's a good day. Allergies are killing me. Is anybody else suffering from allergies the way I am?
Everybody is.
Oh my gosh, this
not
is
everybody,
horrible. But
you know what you're supposed to do?
What?
He said, so me and my boy, we trying this.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're supposed to do is, I learned this from my good black-white friend. Because you know the black-white friend, they know they got.
They be knowing.
They got the inside.
Yeah.
So they got the scoop. So in order for us allergy sufferers to calm that down, what you do is you eat the local honey.
Oh.
The raw local honey, because it got all the stuff in it.
Okay.
It got all the good stuff that we need,
Uh-huh.
so that our body don't react to it.
Well, I had lots of tea yesterday with honey.
But local honey. Raw.
I don't know.
Raw.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Well, like the honey from the bees that the lady released on the men the other day.
Yeah, raw honey.
Where you supposed to get that from?
From the farm, not from the blood clot store. You need the real tea.
Do they got it on the farm over there on Norfolk Street?
Allendale, the real farm. White people.
Is Allendale still open? The other day I drove by there and it looks closed.
I tell you, I go there with my black-white friend.
Well, when you go over there next time, grab me some of them local honeys.
They got the monthly with a subscription.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I had ginger turmeric tea with lemon and honey yesterday, and
Where'd you get that?
I have it at home. I have the tea bags at home, but then I got 2 lemons yesterday from the store downstairs. Surprisingly, they weren't that expensive. It was 2 for $1.49, which I thought was
downstairs, boy.
I know. And then I had some honey, some good honey that I had gotten. And that was not, like I drank a few cups of that yesterday, but then just like when I went to sleep, it was just this dryness in my throat.
My throat was dry.
Yeah, it was bad. So that, but besides that, like I'm good though. Just a little itchy or whatever. I'm taking Flonase in the morning and my Zyrtec at night, and hoping that combination just kind of works for me.
I just taking Vicks and steam right now.
Yeah. Does the Vicks help your throat?
It helps my throat. Helps my. It just helps my just
clear
dryness.
up. Yeah.
It just feels better.
I'm gonna do that too because I got some good Vicks, so I'm gonna start doing that. But yeah, but aside from that, everything is cool. It's nice out today. It's a little cool. But it looks really nice out, and
I only had a hoodie on today when I was walking, so that felt really good outside. It wasn't too cold, it wasn't too hot. It was just kind of perfect.
How are you feeling? Do you feel like you're on an uptick?
No. Like the cold part I think has gone away. My throat feels like I'm swallowing a bag of rocks.
Yeah.
And I can still hear it in the congestion. So I don't know. I think it might be stress along with it that is just kind of prolonging the recovery. So I've been doing a lot of laying down and sitting down, but
you might have to try some steam treatments too, though, because you probably have a lot of like inflammation going on in there.
That's what the doctor has put a towel over your head.
Yeah. So that's what I was doing yesterday.
So what is it? You just get like a cup of water?
No, you'll boil.
Boil, yeah.
Boil and you put
water,
it in put the water in, and then you can even put some Vicks in it too if you want.
Yeah.
And then just put the towel over your head and then just inhale that, or just go into the bathroom, close the door, and turn the shower on real hot. so it steams up in there. But that steam just kind of releases and moisturizes everything too. I have to
Put some
do
Vicks
that.
on your feet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to do that with Noah probably too, because his nose gets really, really dry inside, and he doesn't like me like using the saline or anything, and he gets all these. Yesterday, I was saying the blood was like gushing out of his nose. I was scared.
Why is
like
that dry?
Yeah, he gets real dry. I need to clean out the humidifier and set it up in his room too, probably. But yeah, it's gross. But
Yeah, today.
you know,
Nice. Yeah, yesterday I worked on some things. Shout outs to my boy Randy. We about to get some new laptops today.
get it ready, go,
Well,
bud.
Randy.
Yeah. So
How is Randy doing?
Yeah.
You there?
Yeah. Everybody. All right.
Everybody breathing.
Everybody living. We still
Not
alive.
breathing, yes.
Yeah, we're still alive.
Yeah. Breathing and not bleeding. That means it's good.
Hello.
Yeah, man. How you doing, Saucy?
I'm there. There's a lot going on in this world. There's just a lot going on in this world.
There is. I was scared yesterday when I saw that. But we'll talk about that later. But I was quite mad. I was hungry last night. Ordered me a Joseph sub on DoorDash. Paid my money, and I put pick up so I could walk my ass down to the street and pick it up. Walk down the street. Joseph blood clot closed.
I don't know what's going on with Joseph's. I
What?
don't
Oh,
know
you
what's
did it. Wait, you did it Uber Eats?
I guess I did it for tonight. 12.
Because they have a sign on their door that says that they're going to be open from 11 to 3 a.m. or some shit. But they don't. I have not
And
seen
then
them
we
open yet.
spoke on it. I was
Yeah.
like, but they supposed to be open. But then I thought about it. I was like, it's Tuesday night.
It's very
I
weird.
know they was open Saturday nights.
Oh,
Me and Pam sat in there, stood there at that counter, and tore our food up.
What'd you guys get?
I got a chicken sandwich, or chicken slider situation, and Pam got her, tuna sub, and we stood there at that counter and tore them foods up. We needed to eat.
Anthony and Lexi, how y'all doing?
Graduating soon, so I'm
Oh,
excited.
yeah. We graduating. I'm so excited about graduation.
Me too.
What's y'all plans for the summer? Any plans?
Working, so I'm not broke in college.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
Saving up, and also spending a lot of time with my friends because they
I
say
know.
it's the last year, but it's really not. But
Where you
I-
going to school?
Your friend's gonna be there.
I'm going
though.
to UMass Dartmouth, so I'm not
Oh,
going too
not
far.
too
But
far.
my friends are going far, like out of state and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Don't
Oh,
spend
wow.
too much time with your friends because you gonna miss them too much, and then you might not end up going back to school.
Nah,
She
I'm
going
going
to school.
I'll go to school.
She going to school, I'll tell you that.
And Anthony, what you doing now? What you doing for summer?
Honestly, after this, during the summer, I plan on like doing audio visual.
Okay.
Right now, I'm in the lighting field. I just want to change it up, to be honest.
Dude, always money over
Good.
there. Always money in that. Let me know if
Yeah.
you need a job.
Do you have something lined up to do?
Yeah, I'm doing audio visual. I just got a job recently with somebody, so after
Good.
I should be working with them.
Good for you. I like that. Good for y'all.
Young people staying busy. Don't go down South Bay. Tell your friends don't go down South
Oh,
Bay.
Jesus.
Stay
Tristan.
down. Don't go down
Leave the
downtown.
children alone.
Don't be in South. They too old for South Bay. I think
I
South
don't
Bay
know
is for
what they do.
children.
I don't know what they do.
South Bay is for middle schoolers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that said, let's get this show on the road. We do have a guest that we'll be talking to from the YM organization, YW
Oh my gosh,
organization.
not the young.
And so we will be talking to them very soon, and we'll tell you guys more about them into the show. Let's go.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Boston, New England, let the sunlight in. Saucy and Friends in the morning. We're ready to begin. Yeah, find us at sparkfmonline.com. Saucy and Friends in the morning. Yeah, we got it going on.
All right. We are back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are in the building right now. It is Tuesday, May the 12th. It is 9:41 a.m. in the morning. Let's get into the weather because we were talking about that a little bit. It is 52 degrees right now. We're going to reach a high of 62. Oh, it's 54. We're going to reach a high of 62. Partly cloudy conditions expected around 11 a.m. Wind gusts up to 13 miles per hour today. So it's pretty nice. And the whole week is pretty much like that. Sunday we might reach 80 degrees. But as of right now,
80 degrees.
80 degrees, 79, 80 degrees.
Oh, God.
As of right now, we're going to stay around this 62 for the rest of the week. All right? Sounds good to me. I like that.
I am not complaining. I am not complaining. The only thing I'm complaining is about I can't do no yard work. I can't enjoy my piece of yard work.
You did some yard. Yeah, today, this is a good time to do yard work.
I can't do it, though, because there's so much.
Oh, the allergies.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anyways, whatever.
Well, I guess we
Oh,
will
look
get
at you
started.
look so nice. Oh, Isis just walked in. I
I
got a whole house to enter.
Oh, I'm like, I have on that shirt today.
Oh, nice.
That's us. That is funny. That is funny.
All the interns in the
We
business,
do,
they need that.
and that's good. It's a little
We
reunion.
got some work for y'all to do. I gotta figure it out.
We're gonna do some work today.
Put in work.
I'm saying here a little while tonight, so I'm saying, hey, we're gonna do some work. We're gonna do some social media. We're gonna do some content, cutting up, all kind of good stuff. Let's get into the around the way news. So, the biggest news that hit Boston in the last, well, everything is big that hits Boston, but we spent a lot of time yesterday talking about the Cambridge shooter. If you don't know about this story, I'm not sure where on the earth you have been, because it's been crazy. Yesterday, it was all news.
Yeah, I saw this yesterday too.
So, two in critical condition after daytime shooting in Cambridge. Up to 60 rounds fired by the suspect. Two people. Let's just go to the clip so you guys can see it, and then we'll get into it a little bit later. But this is something you guys should all see, because this was very scary for a lot of people yesterday. A lot of people that traveled Cambridge, you just don't know when anybody's gonna pop off in general.
That is wild.
Yes. Let's go right to the clip here.
This is a trigger warning too.
Trigger warning: if you do not like crazy things, this is not something you should watch.
Terrifying moments outside Boston. A man with an assault-style rifle opening fire on this busy highway around lunchtime. Randomly pointing at traffic near Harvard University. People running for their lives. Others hiding in their vehicles.
I tried to crawl underneath the seats, and then I saw that it was getting closer and closer, and I could see him coming, so I crawled out of the van.
Two men in their cars were hit, suffering life-threatening injuries. Police saying the gunman fired up to 60 shots, at one point seen smashing this car window.
I opened my car door to peek out to see what was going on, and the shooter was right there. He was aimed right at me.
Was it like rapid fire, like a...
Rapid. Like pow, 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 pow.
A state trooper and a former Marine were nearby and jumped into action, shooting the suspect.
Went towards the suspect with their weapons to try to end that situation. Both the civilian and the trooper fired their weapons, and that suspect was struck multiple times in the extremities.
Without their quick and selfless acts, today's situation would have been a lot worse.
Authorities say the suspect, 46-year-old Tyler Brown, was on probation. Our Boston station, WCVB, reports he has an extensive criminal record, pleading guilty to a previous shootout with Boston police in 2020 after a prior conviction for assault and battery. The district attorney at the time slamming the prison sentence Brown received as too lenient. Police say this latest shootout has left many people traumatized.
Those individuals on the river, walking, pushing baby carriages, riding by. We know that that weapon had the capacity to have struck people on the other side of that river.
At least a dozen vehicles were hit by gunfire. The suspect is in police custody in the hospital.
So, yeah, this was the only
What
news.
didn't kill him?
This was the only news that was on yesterday. Apparently, he, in 2020, he had gotten arrested then because he had got into a shootout with a police officer. They ended up sentencing him to 4 to 5 years in state prison with 5 years of probation. At that time, District Attorney Rachel Rollins had suggested 10 to 12 years with 5 years of probation because it was too lenient. He then got out, and that morning, his probation officer had went to do a wellness check on him because somebody said that he had suicidal ideations. They got there. He wasn't there. They started to ping his phone. What else? Yeah, they started to ping his phone, said that he was located somewhere in Cambridge. But earlier that day, they said that he was on a FaceTime call with that assault rifle threatening to kill.
This was yesterday.
This was all yesterday.
Oh, he got out yesterday.
No, I don't know when he got out.
Oh.
But this is what happened
Last
yesterday.
time.
Okay.
The probation officer went to go check on him
Yeah.
yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
At around 12 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
Because for a wellness check.
Yeah.
Because they were like, he's not right.
Yeah.
Face call. I don't know who he was FaceTiming, but they said that he was brandishing the weapon in the FaceTime. And then that's what around that same time where they were getting that FaceTime, they started to get these clips of him
Oh my God.
outside in these streets. So it is 100% a mental breakdown. That is a medical emergency that man was experiencing. And now the talks are not giving him, not making him accountable for what he did. But the fact that he got such a lenient sentence for shooting at a cop with no mental help inside of jail, and now he's out and might have killed 2 people who are now in critical condition and is walking around like this. I think the only reason why he didn't do more damage because the gun kept jamming.
Yeah, the system failed him.
Yeah. Even at the end, when they finally got him, it looks like he was trying to reload the gun, but couldn't reload it. So then just kind of surrendered and put his hands up after he was shot a couple of times. So this is just a tragic situation.
They should have given him help considering that he was already a former vet.
Yeah, so like this is there and in the talks right now of veterans funding getting cut right now too. Of veteran funding getting cut too, all over the place, and all of these things happening. Like Tristan and I was talking this morning, I feel like unfortunately we might end up seeing more of this type of situation in life. Like people were like, he was just shooting and walking, like there was nobody in that body. He was just shooting and walking like a movie. I don't even understand. I don't
It's
get
really
it.
sad.
It is.
And yeah, how did he get the gun? That's what Toya just asked that, and I want to know that too.
He's a vet.
Oh, he's a vet.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not like 80%, 85% of these people are, have some kind of experience.
Caller, you're live.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Do you honestly think it's a mental health thing, or people just getting tired and we starting to realize all the shenanigans that's going on in the world? We struggling to eat, but he's building a ballroom. So I don't think that's a crash out. I just think that we just really, really tired.
I think two things can be right. Thank you for calling. I think 2 things can be right. I think that what is going on in the world is crazy right now, and it's absolutely, utterly insane.
Yeah.
And I do think that is helping or assisting in the mental health problems of a lot of people. Even if you ain't had nothing mental going on with you before, I think seeing what's going on is now increasing the chances of you crashing out. Yeah. And the crash out is crashing out all over the place. None of this stuff is normal. Caller, you're live. Sorry, Chris.
Hi, my family. It's Mrs. J. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. So I didn't know that gentleman was a vet. And it just pisses me off because I was talking to someone the other day. We have these young men, these young women who get recruited, who get trained to go fight for this country, America, land of the free. We're supposed to have all these things here, and then our vets come back and get no help. I work with veterans for a very long time. These people have no family. These people have no help. The hospital doesn't care about them. The government don't care about them, but you want us to send our kids over to fight for this country. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And if he would have got the help that he needed in the very beginning, maybe this tragic incident wouldn't have happened. Yeah. We need to care more about our veterans. I don't care if you're black, orange, purple, or green. If you go over and you fight for this country, you should be able to come back with benefits, with help, with housing, with everything that you need, because you go over there and come back fucked up. Sorry. You come back messed up. Yeah. Totally messed up. I'm a big advocate for the veterans. It just hurts my heart that this man is going to probably, either if I don't know if he got killed, if he didn't die, probably spend the rest of his life in jail and still don't get the help that he needs. So I just need to state my piece on that one. I'm really big on that. That really pisses me off.
You're spot on with it. Like the way that we treat our veterans here, from the top all the way to the bottom, is absolutely crazy. I think we have America has probably the highest population of veterans that are displaced, homeless, on drugs, opioids, everything like that. And then when funding is cut, one of the first fundings that they cut is funding to the veterans. This big army that we're always talking about, that Donald Trump likes to tote around as the most bestest and aggressive and the meanest and the bestest army. When you finish fighting for America, they throw you away like you ain't nothing. And I think that's disgusting. I think it's absolutely disgusting. So you're spot on with that, Jess. Thank you for calling. I don't even know. This is just sad. This is just absolutely sad.
Okay. Excuse me, correction. The violence was halted when a Massachusetts State Police trooper on a civilian, a former Marine. I don't think. Okay, I'm trying to figure.
No,
it
I
out.
think he's a veteran too. But there were troopers out there that shot him.
Yeah, it was a former Marine that was licensed to carry. Was one of the people that shot him and took him down.
Which is also crazy, because I don't imagine that. Imagine you're just driving leisurely down Cambridge randomly. And you just like people that was witnessing just now is like, I tried to look out my car and he was right there.
Yeah.
What do? I would have pissed.
Yeah.
Like literally died.
And those people, that they probably were only saved because the gun jammed or whatever it's called at that moment, and because he would have shot right them point blank. He was just.
I don't know. I'm scared to be in public in general. I was on the train last week, okay, and there was somebody that had a white guy with like a dead stare.
Yeah.
And I looked at him and I said, maybe I should go on the next car.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I said, I was like, literally, like, this is the new, like, it's gonna become the new norm. But just you gotta be very mindful of your surroundings.
Yeah, I find myself feeling that way a lot. I always looking at people, like that person looks funny, that person doesn't look stable. And it's bad because you start to profile a lot of people, right? And so, like goth kids, they probably have it the worst with me, because I'm like, oh, I'm not going near them. Not me and no trench coat mafia, stuff like that. So it's just, it's sad, but this is the times that we're living in. You got to be really, really hyper vigilant. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This was all over the news all day from start to finish. I don't think that the news played anything other than this yesterday. So we're going to keep on following it, see what happens with this, any updates or whatever. But as of right now, everything is just kind of still trying to figure things out.
Says he has a military background, specialized training.
The guy that got arrested?
20-year criminal history. Yeah, the guy that got arrested.
Yeah. The guy that did the shooting.
Yeah.
Well, speaking along those lines, mass reentry programs poised to lose state funding under the next year's budget.
What?
The reentry programs. Oh.
Wow.
I'm having a hard time breathing right now.
Are you hot?
No, my chest hurts.
Is that hot flashes?
No, it's not hot flash. It's my chest is hurting me. A grant program created 5 years ago that sent millions of dollars to organizations serving communities with high rates of people returning from incarceration could soon end unless state lawmakers come up with more money to pay for it. Established in a 2020 state law, the Community Empowerment and Reinvestment Grant, or CERG program, was designed to fund a range of services, including job training, high school dropout prevention, housing stabilization, addiction treatment, and mental health care. It supports 66 communities, organizations across the state that offer reentry programs for people returning from incarceration, and which work to prevent young people from entering the criminal justice system. One of those organizations in Dorchester-based Mission Safe, which co-founder Nikki Florionis said works with a lot of youth who
Mission Safe is who ADSL works with, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are either coming out of prison or on a pathway to jail. Fiona said Mission Safe was first awarded about $400,000 in annual CRG grant money, and that dropped to $200,000 as the program was cut back. She described Mission Safe as a transformation program that helps young people feel safe so that they can make good decisions and broaden their horizons, typically working with them over the course of about 2 to 5 years. Home life is tough. It is in this particular time in history. Getting food is tough. Finding housing is tough. We have the right clothing in winter is tough. Finding the right clothing in winter is tough. and we will work on all that stuff with them.
This is my question. Is this not the same? Is this not a direct correlation to the first story that we just read?
Right.
Yeah. Like you start to cut these programs that help people with reentry or to prevent these things from happening. And these are the first programs that get cut. But then we increase the budget again for the police instead of increasing the budget for mental health, children's jobs, mission safes, these athletic programs.
I see the kids that work for Mission Safe. That man, listen, these are pretty much kids that are at risk, and without these programs, they would be in the street.
Yeah,
they would be in the street. They're not really. They don't have any guidance right now.
Yeah.
And this is like one of the things that help them stay, that stay grounded. So they definitely need the funding because a lot of these programs are just disappearing.
Yeah, it says that the state budget for the fiscal year that starts in July, as proposed by Governor Maureen Healy and passed by the Massachusetts House, does not include any funding for the CERG grants. The $63 billion budget is still being debated, and when the Senate takes it up next week, an amendment proposed by Roxbury Senator Liz Miranda add about $15 million to keep the program running. At Mission Safe, Flionis said the CERG grant accounts for about 10% of the organization's budget in the current year, down from 20% in the previous 2 years. This is going to be a very difficult year all around to raise money, and the loss of that key chunk of funding is going to impact us and impact how many staff I can keep, how many young people I can work with. That's really, really sad. And it's not just Mission Safe. It's a lot of these programs like that have been set up. A lot of these programs in general have disappeared. The programs that are aimed at helping at-risk youth and all of that have just, have gone and are no longer there. And thank goodness for places like ADSL, like Mission Safe, that, still works hard to try to, keep these youth out of trouble and provide for them. Shout out to Miss J and Coach Chris for the work that you do, Candace, over there at ADSL. We really, really appreciate that because these kids are wild.
And then what's the message that you're giving the children?
Yeah.
When they see all the funding just disappearing.
But that's what I was saying the other day. Like, it's really scary. Like how Hot Sauce just said, they're cutting out all the funding for all of these programs for the youth, but they're increasing the budgets for police, and that's just it just seems like it's a bad formula for what potentially could happen here in Boston. We didn't hear a lot about police shootings and all of that happening in Boston, and I feel like it's starting to become a little bit more commonplace. Yeah. And that's really, really scary for me,
Not only that, I don't know about y'all, but I'm seeing these new cops that we got. I don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
I don't know. I saw some real pretty ones yesterday.
They're very handsome.
They all look like they're on steroids. They all look like they don't like black people. They all look like they're on coke.
God damn.
Very honest.
Wow.
Jesus
I
Christ.
Just keep it up. They all look like racists.
They all fine. Not all fine. There's a lot of fine ones, but I think that the training that these cops are getting is not what it used to be either. And so it's just starting to, be careful. Mm-hmm. Be careful. Accused serial rapist Alvin Campbell Jr., the Attorney General's brother, stands trial this week, and here's what we know. This is wild. So this is the brother that we know that has issues, right? Yeah. She doesn't have another brother that has issues?
I think this is the one. She talks about this one all the time, about how they grew up pretty much the same, and they took completely different paths in life.
Yeah.
And so this, I thought he was in jail already. I didn't know that this.
Who the guy?
This is Attorney General
Andrea Campbell's brother.
Yeah.
To hear prosecutors tell it, accused serial rapist, Alvin Campbell Jr. had a familiar modus operandi. A common denominator, they allege in court filings, is evidence that Campbell masqueraded as a rideshare driver and, in one case, a bar employee, and targeted women at venues in the downtown Boston area who were too intoxicated to consent to sex or to resist his assaults. The number of chillingly similar incidents would prove staggering, prosecutors say. Campbell, now 45, is charged with sexually assaulting 9 women between 2017 and 2019. The older brother of Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell, he heads to trial this week on a slew of rape, kidnapping, and indecent assault and battery charges, along with other counts. Campbell's attorney did not respond to a request for comment. And here's what we know about Campbell's case as the jury selection begins this week. What are the allegations against Alvin Campbell? Prosecutors say Campbell, a habitual criminal with a lengthy rap sheet, posed as an Uber driver and picked up a woman who was leaving a bar near North Station on December 7th of 2019. According to court filings, the woman quickly passed out in the backseat of Campbell's SUV. She awoke hours later at his home in Rhode Island in pain and with him laying naked next to her.
He had a good time.
He took her all the way to Rhode Island. He posed as a rideshare person and took her all the way to Rhode Island to his house. DNA from swabs collected during her sexual assault examination allegedly matched Campbell's genetic profile, and investigations who searched Campbell's cell phone reportedly found jarring and incriminating video of him groping and raping that woman. Boston police obtained additional search warrants for Campbell's phone and cloud-based data storage, which allegedly revealed videos and images depicting the rapes and sexual assaults of 8 more women, according to court documents. In addition to the rape and assault charges, Campbell also faces several counts of recording a nude person without their knowledge. The women purportedly told investigators that on the nights in question, they drunkenly departed various Boston clubs and got into what they believed was an Uber or ride share. Some had vague memories of being assaulted, prosecutors wrote in court filings. Others had none at all. All of their rapes or assaults were documented on his phone. Prosecutors say Campbell's alleged serial rapes came to an end in January of 2020 when he was arrested and charged with the prior month's incident. But Campbell's legal troubles didn't end there. He was also charged in 2025 with attacking a correctional officer at Suffolk County Jail, then faced additional charges out of Northampton earlier this year after authorities say he assaulted 2 other inmates at Hampshire County Jail and House of Correction. Both of those cases remain pending. His cases are combined, and why are they combined? While Campbell's rape and sexual assault charges are spread out over 3 individual court dockets, Suffolk County Court Judge Mary Kay Ames allowed prosecutors' request to combine the cases for trial. The defendant's practice of posing as a livery driver in nightlife areas of downtown Boston to target intoxicated female strangers for sexual assaults that he filmed constitutes a distinctive pattern, prosecutors asserted in their motion. Campbell opposed the request, with his lawyers arguing that the alleged incidents varied in time and location, while the Commonwealth harps on the fact that all of the victims were allegedly too intoxicated to be able to consent to intercourse, and claims without evidentiary support that Mr. Campbell hunted these women by trolling downtown Boston for intoxicated women. That alone does not render the charges related, defense attorneys wrote in a filing of their own.
God, I don't understand how they...
How defense attorneys...
Yeah.
How do you... what makes you want to be a defense attorney?
Like, I can understand, a defense attorney for those who are innocent. I wouldn't take this case. I wouldn't take a lot of cases that have to do with blatant, disgusting behavior.
Yeah.
What has happened is Attorney General Andrea Campbell has recused herself completely from the whatever. She hasn't been in contact with him, hasn't been in contact with law enforcement, has completely washed her hands of this.
God.
She has said that she is disgusted and that she is heartbroken and that she stands with the victims. I'm glad that she has taken that stance because that could get crazy for her.
Name.
But this, he's got to go. They need to pick the jail up and they need to place it back
so
down on top of him because that is crazy.
All these notable people with these siblings. There's so many of them.
It's so crazy how you can just really take mad different walks of life in life. Your sister is the Attorney General of Massachusetts and you're a serial criminal and rapist.
Yeah.
Like this kind of shit. Like, what are you, the Uber driver rapist?
So her twin brother, Andre, died in state custody at 29.
Oh, yes.
And so she said now I've lost 2 brothers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
That is, and you're the Attorney General. Wow.
Yeah.
Poor thing. That's tragic. That's really tragic.
9 people. He pretty much stalked. They said hunted.
Yeah.
And he would take them to different places. That one was at his house, but I heard that other times they woke up in cars. They woke up all kind of places. What kind of a deviant are you to be doing? How did you get to 9? Because this was over 2 years span.
Yep.
How did it get here to this point?
Just crazy. That's a problem. Like that's That's a problem.
That's nasty.
Yeah, it's a nasty problem. Police respond to early morning shooting in Dorchester. So very bright and early this morning, there was a shooting. Police responded
this morning on a loose Tuesday.
On a loose Tuesday. Police responded to a shooting on Dacia Street in Dorchester that left one person with serious injuries. Officers were seen taping off an area near Dove and Quincy Streets, leaving evidence markers. Shell casings were also seen. The call came in at 1:30 a.m. this morning. The victim is expected to survive, and no arrests have been made.
Well, I tell you what, we ain't the world's safest city no more. I know we ain't.
And you know that is the comment in every single one of these cases. Mayor Wu, still the safest city?
Because I don't understand why we were again. I understand what she's saying compared to everybody else. I wonder what their news looks like. If you think we're bad, you should see that guy that. Okay, we have maybe one less shooting, but the stabbings, the shootings, the raping, the all kinds of stuff that has been going on since this year began. What are we looking at? I'm not feeling so safe.
This year is hellish.
I think it's by design, though. These Republicans got us going crazy like this. They putting everything I heard Donald Trump say something yesterday. And I said, this man knows he
Which
is
one did you hear? Because he did a 30 post tweet about Obama and trying to arrest him.
I don't know what he did, but I said he did it so. The way he brainwashes people, he does it so eloquently. He knows what he does. He knows
it's eloquent.
What he's doing.
It's because he's a liar.
He's a liar.
I was watching. I think I posted it yesterday. His interview with Barbara Wawas, and basically she had called him out. She was just like, why are you lying all the time? He was like, Barbara, I'm very successful. And she was like, no, according to your banks that we spoke to, you're on the verge of bankruptcy. You don't have any money, blah, blah, blah. And even back then he was just like, why are you saying things like that? Barbara, everything is going to be fine. We are the best that we've ever been. The company is thriving. Yes. It's just, he is convicted in his lies so that the people who need to believe him are so confident in what he's saying because he's so confident that they believe that he's not lying. I don't think that Donald Trump has ever said any truthful thing in his whole entire life. His whole entire life.
Yeah, when he came out, Dr. slapped him, he said, wow, that was a lie.
Exactly.
Never in his life, my sister said.
You lie.
Yes, you lie.
I like that one.
You lie.
Yes. Reminder, the Red Line Ashmont branch will be suspended between Broadway and Ashmont beginning at 6 p.m. May 14th through May 18th. Mattapan line will be suspended between Ashmont and Mattapan beginning at 6 p.m. May 14th through May 16th. So find alternate ways to get to where you're going.
This is just Ashmont? What do you mean it's closed?
The Ashmont branch, yes.
It's closed.
It's closed. It's not going to be going.
Station.
There's not going to be. There's not going to be any service to Ashmont. Red line service to Ashmont. Once it gets to Broadway, that's it. It won't be going any further.
Do they get shuttles?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Because I need to.
Yeah.
I don't know why I need to get there. I don't have to go there, but still, for those who need me to get there, they need to get what they need to get.
Yes, and then there will be no service, no service between Mattapan and Ashmont, either during this time for a little while. New Hampshire authorities are seeking this violent, armed, and dangerous fugitive. Show her picture because I had a hard time believing that she was violent, armed, and dangerous when I saw her.
This one?
Yeah.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I believe it. As soon as I seen her, I'm like, yep, she's definitely armed and dangerous. She did it.
Lisa Marie Lundstrom, 47, is accused of absconding from probation supervision in both New Hampshire and Massachusetts. A New Hampshire convicted felon who authorities described as armed and dangerous remains at large following a probation violation, officials said. Lisa Marie Lundstrom I said all those things already. Authorities described Lundstrom's criminal history as extensive, including prior charges and convictions for resisting arrest, drug offenses, delivery of contraband to prisoners, armed robbery, assault, burglary, and theft. Lundstrom's record dates back to 2007 arrest in Manchester involving burglary and receiving stolen property, followed by an armed robbery charge that November.
Yep, she did it.
In 2015, Lundstrom faced charges of breaking and entering with the intent to commit a felony, conspiracy, and larceny exceeding $250,000 following a burglary at Long's Jewelers in Burlington. Investigators also suspected Lundstrom's involvement in 7 additional break-ins across New Hampshire and Massachusetts at the time. She's a bad hombre.
She's a bad bitch.
She is a white woman.
God damn.
White woman with hazel eyes and brown hair, standing 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighing about 220 pounds. She has tattoos on her right calf, left thigh, and back, as well as piercings in her ears and abdomen.
They found her, or they looked.
That's what she. That is a description.
Yeah,
that's how
usually
you describe
like
people.
He had on a black hoodie and
He's
a
a
black
black
pants.
man between 5 feet and 6 feet tall. He had on black pants. He may have on blue or black pants. He's got light skin or dark skin, and he might be Spanish or Asian.
Black man dreads 5'11".
A bald black man with dreads who might be white.
Crazy.
Anyhow, they know you, Lisa. They know what you look like, and they is looking for you. You're going to jail now. And a new long-awaited bike lanes to appear in Boston. Yeah.
Who is awaiting them?
They have been long awaited, girl.
Let me stop, because I got my friends as bike riders, and I'd like them to be safe.
Yes, cyclists around the city have been displeased while riding along busy Boylston Street, the former plastic
Good.
flex
It needs
post
to be some damn bikes down on Boylston goddamn street.
were removed during the harsh winter. Not Boylston. Where's Boylston Street?
Over there by Copley.
Oh, okay, because I'm thinking BU, because there's a bike highway down by
there
BU.
is a bike highway down there.
Boylston Street never had Boylston had bike.
No.
Ain't that Boylston too?
Yeah.
No, that's Commonwealth. The former plastic flex posts were removed during the harsh winter Massachusetts faced, and the city of Boston has announced it would finally be replacing the barriers. Riders have been frustrated with the absence of bike lane barriers around the city. It makes it hard, so if you're a bicyclist, it makes it dangerous, said one Boston cyclist. If you're a driver, it's a little scary. You don't want to be hitting anybody. The city said it would be installing new zebra barriers along
Much
Boylston.
better.
Yeah, which are small, hard plastic black and white barrier bumps. That change couldn't come sooner for bike riders in Boston. I would love to see it. I don't want to be near cars at all, said a Boston biker. I want to be separated from the cars. Several zebra barrier bumps were installed back in 2025 along areas like Arlington Street and Stewart Street. An installation date for the new barrier bumps has not yet been announced, but the zebra barrier bumps are
much
coming.
better than them ugly ass white things that everybody used to hit.
Yeah, just drive over.
Because then they start getting all dilapidated and looking all stupid.
Yeah.
Like over there on Mass Ave. I don't
used to
know
drive
what
over them.
foolishness they did over there at Mass Ave.
Yeah.
Going into Stop and Shop and things like that. I saw somebody just really kind of go over those and into the part that you're
I'm
not
not gonna
supposed to.
lie. The other day, I cut through with. There was a bunch of cars that cut through, and I cut through. You know how they want you to go all the way up to the light now?
Yeah.
A bunch of cars cut through, and I
That's
was like,
what
I'm
I saw
going
somebody
too.
do, and then I thought about it too, but I had gone past too quickly.
Yeah.
But you know,
I only
like,
did it because there was a car behind me that was gonna do it too. Because I was like, if
I
I
kind of
only
believe
did
in
it
monkey see, monkey
because
do.
you knew the car behind you was gonna do it.
Yes.
You predicted.
well, they was blinking.
Yeah. Oh, they was blinking. I wouldn't have blinked because I don't want nobody to know that
Me
I'm doing
either,
it.
but yeah, that's what happened, and so that's what it did, and it was cool. And we
Did you get me a bagel?
I ordered the things. I didn't go downstairs.
Oh. Can one of y'all go downstairs?
I
See if they get my bagel because I brought my own eggs and sausage today.
You brought your own eggs and sausage. Wow.
Why?
It was leftovers and I didn't want it.
Yo, I tore them leftovers up.
I did my fish and fritters yesterday.
I had that yesterday.
Tore it right out.
But then I had my big old leftover plate from the Chinese food that they gave us at the brunch for the building. Our building has, so my building has celebrations for us all the time. But they had a good Chinese food, and they ordered their Chinese food, I think from Golden Temple. But I have a whole Chinese food plate left from they packed up that food so much. I got everything. I got beef and broccoli. I have teriyaki beef. I got crab rangoons. I got rice. I got everything. I got a whole meal to eat tomorrow. Today. But anyhow, that is the local news. We're going to take a break. Evan Deesa says, I would like the bikers to be out of the streets too. I don't appreciate having to drive 5 miles per hour because I'm down behind a damn bike. And you know what? That is true.
But I don't want to drive 5 miles per hour behind a goddamn driver.
I don't like to drive behind scooters
people
either.
don't know how to drive.
Can them scooters and mopeds use the bike lane? Because I don't like driving behind them.
Yeah, they could. They could use whatever lane.
They need to adhere to the damn traffic rules like everybody else. And second of all, I'm going to die on this hill of double parking on Blue Hill Ave.
Yeah.
It's starting to affect my mental health. Over there by Sun's Pizza.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. Here.
Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Well, the other day there was a police officer in front of over there by Happy and Sons Pizza and clearing out the cars. That was Saturday. But I wish that they would just do that more often. There's always a police officer that sits right there in the entrance to Harambe. Like, why can't you
just do boop boop?
Yeah.
Boop boop, because the way that people, and when the triple parking started, the way that people look for a triple parked spot is so crazy to me, because it's like, do you know that you are triple parking?
They'll block parking for 4 people because they figure in their mind, I'm going in and out real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm going to block 4 people, and then they just mess it up for everybody.
That really is the thing that I hate the most, is when they double park outside of a parking space.
Yeah.
That makes me, that grinds
because nobody
my
wants to
gears.
get stuck inside.
Yeah.
So because I'm going real quick, I'm not going to take a whole parking spot. But then that makes some other D-head decide that they want a triple park outside. And it's like, do you understand that if everybody's thinking the same thing, that they're going to run out, you're going to get into a line in there? And I had to go around and park on the side street when I took CK for his haircut the other day. Because I was like, I could just park here real quick because I'm in the car, but it doesn't make any friggin' sense. Find somewhere else to park.
Yep.
Tired of everybody.
Park your car in the yacht.
Exactly. With that said, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back in a few seconds with our guest. Be right back.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on.
Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head-on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
Prioritize your mental well-being with Kuji Jakalia Wellness Center, a Black woman-owned therapy practice committed to culturally affirming care that understands you. Our licensed therapists specialize in personalized care, offering virtual sessions Monday through Friday by appointment, because your healing should fit your schedule.
At Kuji Wellness, we embrace the principle of Kuji Jakalia, meaning self-determination, the power to define, create, and speak for ourselves. Your healing journey is yours to own, and we're here to support you every step of the way. We also offer individual, child, couple, and family therapy, helping families connect, heal, and thrive together.
Visit us at CoogieWellness.com and book your appointment, because when you heal, the community heals too.
Praise the Lord, City of Boston. This is Brother Chris right here on Spark FM.
Come on, sing it.
Bringing you Sunday morning worship each and every Sunday morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Let's get our praise on.
You are tuned into
New England's #1 for hip hop.
Yo, what up? My name is
R&B.
I am Element. What up? It's your boy DJ Mustard. Migos in the building.
No masterpiece. 10 bad bitches, then they after me.
SparkFMOnline.com.
I know you're gonna dig this.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
All right. We are back. Welcome back. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. And today we are with some very, very special guests from YW Boston. We have with us Nicole and Barbara. And just kind of welcome to Spark FM. How you guys doing?
So great. So excited to be here. It's been lit all morning because I've been listening to Spark FM.
Good. Thank you very much. So tell us who you guys are and what you do.
Yeah. So my name is Barbara. I'm an organizational learning manager at YW Boston, and I'm the coordinator for a new program we're starting called We360 for women entrepreneurs, and that's basically what we're here to talk about this morning.
We360, and tell us who you are, Nicole.
Yeah, so I am the Director of Business Development at YW Boston, and just for anybody who isn't familiar, I heard you guys say YM.
Yes, YW. What does YW stand for?
So we're actually the first official chapter of the YWCA. So you guys might be familiar with the YMCA.
Yes.
Women equivalent.
Okay.
Fun fact.
Yeah.
This is actually our 160th year
anniversary.
Wow. 160 years.
That's
wow.
That's a long time. Wow.
Yeah, we've been around for a while.
Yeah.
We've been on the forefront of championing women's rights in the Boston area.
Yeah.
And yeah, that work has looked different year over year, decade over decade.
I mean, right now is such a pivotal time for that, because if any time you guys needed to be around, now is the time to champion women and fight racism. Absolutely. So yeah, tell me what that kind of like means. What do you guys do?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to talk extensively about one of our programs that I think is going to be really interesting. But I heard y'all talking about like youth programs getting cut, people losing access to funding, etc. Like, a lot of what YW Boston does is trying to create programs to support communities of color and women of color around the Boston area. So that's through leadership development programs. We work with Boston area workplaces to provide equity and inclusion-oriented trainings and workshops to create more inclusive work environments. We also have a youth program. It's focused on middle school-aged girls and providing them with some leadership programming. And yeah, so we're really trying to think holistically about how to uplift the community and tackle some of the issues we're facing today. One of the biggest issues right now is unemployment.
Yeah, because thousands and thousands upon thousands of jobs have been cut. Especially, it seems like it's hitting Black women the most.
Right.
What are we doing to kind of help that situation out?
Yeah.
Is it a lack of jobs, or is it just a lack of hiring? Like, what?
A lot of jobs definitely been cut.
Yeah. I think it's a combination of things. I think in 2025, with the new administration coming in, cutting a lot of public sector jobs.
Yeah.
And you had a lot of Black women working in those industries, whether it's
those are the Black women jobs.
Yeah.
Those are minority jobs.
Healthcare jobs,
Yeah.
jobs working for both local and federal government.
Yeah.
And so I think just in 2025 alone, early 2025, over 300,000 Black
Jesus,
women.
yeah.
300,000.
Over 300,000 either left the workforce, weren't able to come in, were laid off. So it's been a very brutal year for everyone. And we know when that happens.
Spirit Airlines, 17,000.
17,000 Spirit Airlines. So it's been a very brutal year for unemployment in general, and we know when those things happen, it disproportionately affects Black people and especially Black women.
So how do we fix this?
I think one of the important things to note too is that it's not like Black women are kind of sitting back and sort of just dealing with this idly.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the data shows that Black women are 4.5 times more likely to approach entrepreneurship nationwide. Like they're way outpacing pretty much any other demographic right now, because that's how much ownership everybody's trying to take. But there's barriers, there's systemic barriers that make it harder for Black women entrepreneurs to launch and sustain businesses. And this is a fun fact.
I love fun facts.
Only 1% of venture capital funding goes to Black entrepreneurs.
Oh, well, I thought it was 2%. So just knock me down. So 1% is going to venture capital. So if people don't know what that's like, those large investment funds that they take a little bit of equity, but you get to scale your business. You get to have a business. So 1%.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy how just with that 1%, these funds that are allocated towards Black women, like the Fearless Fund and things like that, have been targeted for being discriminatory when they wouldn't have been there in the first place if it was equitable across the field. So that is just kind of disgusting right there, too.
Right. And it's kind of ironic because it's like you're targeting those types of funds for being discriminatory, but historically, all venture capital funding, a lot of it is just who you know, how you get in the door, your relationships with various, people that are high up in those organizations. So it's just designed to be stacked against people of color and women of color in particular. Another fun fact, actually, even though, I'm so grateful to live in Massachusetts, especially right now.
I know, right? Like, that's a saving grace, and it's wild here, too. But
something...
It's a hate-love relationship.
It is, but something we have to know is I think nationwide we're ranked 46th when it comes to growth of women-owned businesses.
Oh yes, I would agree with that. Here we are.
We're lacking.
For a city that loves to boast about being the first in the very low.
Yeah. So I think that's what we're trying to impact.
So tell me about 360.
Yeah. So this program, we're in our pilot year. We're about to launch our first cohort on June 3rd, and it's a program for women who are thinking about starting their own businesses or are a few years. So we like to say aspiring or early stage women entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Yeah. And so the program is really going to help people get that foundational skill. So finding out how do I read a financial statement?
Yeah.
What certifications do I have? The program is broken up into two parts. The first part is the coursework. So that's 8 weeks. Every week you'll have homework, which is
So let me pull you back. So if people don't know about what an accelerator is, or when she says cohort, so it's an accelerator, and these accelerators are usually like a fast track business school, or, so you can get all the information you need about business without having to do a 4-year college. So usually it just kind of gives you a bunch of different segments of owning a business. Yeah, a business crash course, so that you can learn, terminology. You can learn finances and different stuff. So this one is called officially We 360.
Yep.
Okay, so
Women's Empowerment 360.
Go right back into the way you were before.
Yeah, and so we got the curriculum from the National YWCA. And then the part where YW Boston comes in, we coordinate the program. And for each of those 8 weeks, we're going to have guest speakers who are industry experts. many of them Black women or women of color, coming in to speak to the cohort. So having a marketing expert come in. We're excited. Someone on our board actually just started a new app called Capital Pilot, and it's to help people get leads for venture capital. And so we got very lucky. His name is Ross Marshall that he's on our board. Yeah. So we have all types of experts coming in every week. And then the second part of the program, we're going to have some guest speaking events. And so it's going to do two things. One, just give you all of those foundational skills and knowledge that at the end of the 8 weeks, you're either going to improve your business plan or create a business plan, have a marketing plan, and then you have all of these resources. And then the second part is community, really learning about who's out there, what resources are out there. The city of Boston has a lot of resources, so we've been talking to them, and we're basically going to help people find out about like everything that's out there to help them. And so we're really excited to get
How many
this
is applications still open?
Applications are open and they're rolling.
Okay, good. And then how many people do you accept into the cohort per cohort?
I think we can be a little flexible with the space, but the ideal number for us is around 30, 35.
Okay,
That's
good.
a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's
because it's on a
amazing.
rolling admission, you said?
It's on a rolling admission, so we're going to have 3 sessions.
Okay.
One in the summer, one in the late summer starting in August, and then the last cohort starts in September.
With these cohorts, one question that I've done a lot of them. I just applied for another one just now and got rid of another one. It's a lot. But you know, for people who are getting into business, I always recommend that they do do an accelerator or an incubator like this, because it really does exactly what you just said. It gives you the crash course on everything that you need, but that cohort that comes with it ends up being kind of like your family. Because if you know anything about entrepreneurship, it is pretty lonely, and it can get very stressful. So if you have a group of people around you that also are going through the same thing in different ways, it does make it feel a lot better. What kind of perks come with them? Because usually that's a good
I think that's a really important part of this program, because like we were just talking about, one of the barriers to entrepreneurship is access to venture capital, and that's because that's largely relationship based and who you know. And so this is trying to bridge that gap. You're getting access to people who know about marketing, you're getting access to people who know about accounting, you're getting access to an app that helps you connect with venture capitalists. Like, you're getting access to a lot of tools, and you're walking away with tangible outcomes like a business plan, like a marketing plan. So it's very much like not just sitting there and going through a class. It's actually getting doing connections. Exactly, doing the work.
Does it? What was I going to say just now? A lot for venture capitalists in general. A lot of businesses might not be in that realm of that's what they want to do. They might want to keep their company, make it a legacy for their families or whatever. What are the alternatives to venture capitalists' money?
Yeah, there's so many different types of business models. Like, because we're really open to any entrepreneur, whether you're starting like a brick and mortar store, an e-commerce store, you have a product, or you want to open your own hair salon, or you want to launch your own tech company, like any entrepreneurs. And those are all different business models. Not everybody needs venture capitalist funding. Some people just need the basics of how to read like their balance sheet and do accounting. And like, what are the basics of accounting? Like, so, it's going to be a number of different types of material.
And I think the other thing, we haven't secured it yet, but we're hoping to have, we're talking to a few different people at small banks who do like small business lending at your local credit union. That's another thing. Like, if you have a small business and you don't need venture capitalists, or you're doing a side hustle and you don't really want to, so there are all types of things out there and available at the local banks. And so we're hoping to have that piece also, have someone come in and speak to people about that.
Let's do a little business interjection right now. How do people apply? Where do they go to find out more information?
You go to ywboston.org.
Okay.
And you click on our services and go to WE360 and apply now.
And what I did just now was I just put W360 in and it popped up too. So even if you can't remember all that, just remember 360, and it will pop up. And what's the age limit?
We don't have an age limit.
Good, because
and
inclusive.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to say, if you are a young person out there, you're doing hair, you're doing nails, you're walking dogs, whatever you're doing, and you don't necessarily think of yourself as an
Or
entrepreneur.
you have your own athleisure company.
Yes. Does someone
she
have
actually did apply, yeah.
Did apply. Okay. Yeah, so I definitely would love to see more young folks apply. Right now, the cohort is a lot of people, I would say, like in their 30s to their 50s.
Yeah.
So this summer, if you're off from school and you're in high school, or you're a college student and you're home for the summer,
Get your young ladies.
You said it was 8 weeks. How long is the total program?
the program will end. This cycle will end officially in November.
Okay.
So after that 8 weeks, we're gonna provide some coaching sessions. We're gonna have some events for people. And the other thing I would like to say also is that we have an in-person orientation, but all the rest of the 7 sessions are virtual in the evening from 6:30 to 7:45.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So you could be at home
cooking,
flexible,
and in class.
Yeah.
Because that's I remember when I was in these accelerators, like they was during COVID. So everybody was home anyway. So like because people have things to do, but they still need to be able to get this information. I think it's so good to have it online, with obviously a couple of in person for that networking, that socializing, and that just kind of bonding experience.
Speaking of events, you guys have an event coming up soon too.
Yes, the Academy of Women Achievers.
Yeah.
What's that? Tell us
that
more.
is our annual event where we honor some really inspirational women around the city of Boston. And it's our biggest fundraiser of the year as well. So, yeah, would love to have you all.
Yep. Count us in. We're going to be there.
That's next Tuesday.
No. It's in June.
Oh, good. We got time.
We have a lot of events, though. We
June
do.
4th. June 4th.
Yeah.
So how do people find out more about these events? Because the other day I was online and somebody was like, I want to start going to networking events and, putting on some clothes and go talking to people and fraternizing and things. How do we find out more about the events?
Yeah, I think we're actually because we are really focusing on events this year and moving forward. And so one of the things you can do is go to our website and sign up for our newsletter. We're going to be sending out a newsletter in particular that highlights all the events that are coming up.
I like a nice cohesive place to
all in
find
one
all
place.
the things. Yes. Yep. What other programs do you guys really kind of highlighting this year? I know this is the first year for this We 360.
Yeah, but we have another program that's been running for almost 30 years. It's called Lead Boston, and it's
I've heard it. Yes, Lead Boston.
Yes, it's very well known around the city. We get a cohort of about 30 to 40 mid to senior level executives. These are executives from the healthcare space, from the Boston Police Department, from the mayor's office, from all different verticals and industries, and they spend an entire year immersing themselves in different neighborhoods around Boston and understanding the impacts of systemic inequities.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes, that is awesome.
Yeah, we're hoping it has a real impact on these folks that maybe otherwise never think about systemic inequities, and now they've spent an entire year going to Mattapan, going to Dorchester, going to all these different areas and learning about community health centers and inequities in all these different spaces. And they could take that back to their workplace. So we're also recruiting for that. The applications are open for Lead Boston.
Wow.
So if you are a mid to senior level executive interested in figuring out how to learn more about systemic inequities and become a more inclusive leader, apply. The cohort kicks off in January of next year.
Okay, good. So we got time for that too. And just trying to go back to what we first started talking about, given the current climate of where we are right now, what kind of challenges are you guys facing right now? Because you're still doing a lot of efforts to meet those, but how are you guys doing?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I think we are fortunate in some ways of that, we've never had to rely on federal funding.
Oh, good. Yes. All right.
So we've been shielded in some ways, but a lot of our clients rely on federal funding.
Yeah.
A big part of what we do too is work with Boston area organizations to do DEI related trainings.
Ooh, bad word.
Right. When I tell you that they're having to remove words like bias
Yeah.
out of any documentation that they have.
Wow.
And
So
we're
many
having
businesses have to like restructure, just reword
Language.
so many-
exactly.
yeah.
Even if they really want to do the work, they're now conscious of like, are we going to get audited by the government, and then funding's going to get taken away? So some of them are trying to think of like could
how to be creative.
Yes, how to be creative.
And nonprofits. A lot of people, I mean, they just came in with like a machete and we're just like,
yeah.
And so a lot of people have lost funding. A lot of YWCAs that do a lot of important work in terms of housing, helping women and people who experience domestic violence, have had their funding cut.
So scary.
It's a big impact.
But I'm glad that you guys are big enough and established enough to be able to, again, get creative around trying to still figure out how to help women, because there is an attack. There's an attack on women. There's an attack on people of color. There's an attack on Black women especially. So it just seems like it's such a fitting time to kind of have these programs up.
There is, and I'll say this: we're big, we're sustainable. However, we do still need funding because a lot of the programs we're creating, like WE360, we want them to be free for women of color in these communities where people are losing their jobs or. We're partnering with organizations that are losing their funding. We don't want to have to charge people for our programming, so we do rely on donations and donors. If anybody's feeling inspired, you can go
it's right on the website. Yep.
Or if you want to come to AWA,
if you want to come to AWA, you can get a ticket. All of that money goes to supporting these programs that we're talking about: our youth leadership empowerment program for middle school girls, our program for mid to senior level executives, this entrepreneur program, the DEI work.
Any advice for any women that are thinking about leaving the city or moving out of Boston? Do you think that is there enough support here compared to the rest of the country? Is there enough support here, or
I would like to answer that.
I mean, Boston still has one of the best ecosystems for entrepreneurs and startup businesses. That is something that I can unequivocally say. When I talk to other people from other cities and states, they don't have half as much as we do. So if people are thinking to move from here to go do business elsewhere, it's backwards thinking. Like it's like she said earlier, Boston has one of the fastest growing rates of Black entrepreneurs, especially women. So I think that's where we would want to focus. And
and if someone's trying to pack up and leave Boston, I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah, where are you going? Yeah.
Your reproductive rights are under attack everywhere else in the country. You can't get access to birth control potentially. Like, where are you going?
Maybe outside of Boston proper, maybe. But I'll also say this: I have spent a long time working in Boston before I was at YW Boston, working with women who were homeless, and it is sad and rough, especially if you have been here for generations, to make the decision to leave. But the other thing we like to say is there are so many resources out here, so plugging in and finding out what's going on, what's available for you before you make those decisions, I think are important.
And I love programs like this, and we'll kind of end here. I love programs like this because there is ongoing even after the cohort. You guys have lots of events, lots of other courses and certificates that people can take just to kind of refresh. So I do really respect businesses and organizations that have lasted so long, especially in this space, because there is support out there, and a lot of resources, especially if you get in connection with one of these programs. So, again, rolling admissions. The next cohort starts when?
The next cohort starts August 4th, and the first cohort starts June 3rd. So we will be taking applications for the next few weeks.
Okay, good. And then go right to YW. You go YW Boston or YWCA Boston?
YWBoston.org.
Okay. YW Boston. And Tristan will put all this information in the comment section. Even if you don't want to apply for yourself, if you know somebody else that is interested in starting a business or just kind of thinking about it, make sure you let them know about this program. It's called We360. It's the first this year.
Yes.
And we're excited about it.
Yes. And thank you for having us on.
No, thank you
so
guys
much
for
for
coming.
coming.
I
Yeah,
think it's so
awesome.
important that we know that these types of things are around. So thank you for taking the time and sitting and talking to our audience about it.
Yeah, it's an honor.
Thank you so much.
And you did not sound nasally at all.
Oh, thank you. This is my big radio debut.
Yes. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause, and we'll be right back in a few minutes. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Igniting the airwaves. Spark FM.
Looking for bold flavor and good vibes? Come to Finn's Fusion, right at 1191 Blue Hill Avenue. We're bringing you the best of Caribbean cuisine with a touch of African flavors. From savory breakfast sandwiches to mouth-watering small bites, the famous steak and cheese on cocoa bread, and daily $6 lunch specials. Stop by, grab a plate, and taste the fusion everyone's talking about. That's Finn's Fusion, 1191 Blue Hill Avenue, where flavor meets culture.
Often I hear people talking about how high their electricity bills are. Massachusetts has programs that everyday homeowners pay for, but never look into. Have you ever considered why some homes have panels and others don't? If you have Eversource, National Grid, or Unitil for electricity, you are paying for your neighbors to get panels at no cost. The charges are on the bill. Why not get someone to pay for yours? This program also helps with re-roofing, tree cutting, and electrical upgrades. If you're tired of short-term solutions for a long-term problem, connect with Bakari to find out if your home meets the requirements to upgrade at no cost out of pocket. Save the planet, future-proof your family for power outages, and save tens of thousands of dollars on an otherwise lifelong bill. Mention Spark when you call or text SPARK to 617-833-8940 to get 2 months off your power bill covered if your home gets selected.
New England's spring and summer celebrations are amongst us. From proms, graduations, weddings, birthdays, cookouts, festivals, baby showers, and more. But let's be honest, nothing ruins an event faster than a bad DJ or a boring atmosphere. That's where Spark FM DJs and MCs come to save the day. Our professionally skilled, versatile team of entertainers specialize in curating unique, unforgettable experiences for all occasions. Private parties, corporate events, school celebrations, kid-friendly events, community festivals, and multi-genre music experiences for every crowd. Whether you need hosting, crowd engagement, or the perfect soundtrack, our DJs will keep you entertained start to finish. Book your Spark DJ today. Visit sparkfmonline.com. Submit an event inquiry form, and our team will contact you to customize the perfect package for your event. Spark FM Online. Sparking the soundtrack to your celebration.
Boston. Wake your waistline up to your favorite Saturday morning radio show. It's the Vibes Up 360 morning show with specialist and DJ Junior. Every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Hashtag Vibes Up 360.
Vibe 360 Radio Morning Show.
All hits, all day, and it's all yours.
You're listening to Spark FM online.
What I know about courage, I learned from my adoptive mom. She said sometimes you just gotta hold on and know we'll get through this. Mom, we are so high up. Hold my hand.
No, you hold my hand.
Here we go.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to find out more. This message is brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387. The all-new Spark FM.
You're the baddest one.
Spark FM. You are now listening to Spark FM. Spark FM.
Come on, do it if you switch dog. That's what it is if you kill dog. Boost why you get him with the 17 dog.
Spark
Oh,
FM.
yes, you kindly. Miss Jolie, know your mango sweet, so Jolie, know your
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Good. Hello, we are back. Just came back from a nice talk with the ladies from YW Boston. What an amazing program that is out there, and especially after we were just speaking about how our young people need support in the things that they're doing and want to do. So this is a great opportunity, free opportunity for young women who want to start their own business. They said if you do anything, nails, lashes, hair, and you anywhere, come on out. Or if you have a nice business like Goddess Couture by our very own Isis, make sure you go and check that out, Goddess Couture on Instagram and all the places with all of that nice gear that we need especially for the summertime. We need that stuff for the summertime. I saw my suit. Anyhow, we're gonna get into the national news. I don't know where all my co-hosts went. Everybody left me here with the interns. Like I'm running the show, but my damn self. I don't know. I guess so. Here comes one. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What we doing?
Well, we're going to get into the national news. The national news is what we're getting into. California mayor is accused of acting as an illegal agent for China, spreading propaganda.
China.
So what's going on here?
Oh, yeah, I was just seeing this. Crazy.
The mayor of Arcadia, California, Eileen Wang, abruptly resigned Monday as federal prosecutors announced she had been charged with acting as a covert foreign agent for China. Ain't that what they charged Praz with?
Yes.
That's what Praz is in jail for, right? Mm-hmm. Wang has agreed to plead.
She's a whole mayor?
She's a mayor. Yeah, Wang has agreed to plead guilty to a single felony count that carries a statutory minimum sentence of 10 years in federal prison, the U.S. Department of Justice announced. According to her plea agreement, Wang, 58, and an associate, Yao Ning Mike's son, 65, worked on behalf of the People's Republic of China to promote the government's interest through propaganda efforts. Among their platforms was the U.S. News Center, which purported to be a news source for Southern California's Chinese American community, according to the DOJ. Play the clip, because I don't know what they're saying.
All right, here you go.
She was basically an informant for China. And that's crazy. How do you become an informant? How do you become mayor? You got to infiltrate the system. It's very interesting. Now I'm nervous.
It's very easy to infiltrate the system. You just got to be flashy and throw
I
some
would like
things
to.
in the face.
I would like
All
to
right.
infiltrate the system. Here goes the clip right here. Former Arcadia mayor. But maybe she became a spy. It's like she's like a Chinese spy.
That's exactly who she is.
Let's go.
Constitution of the United States. Video shows 58-year-old Eileen Wang being sworn in as mayor of Arcadia earlier this year.
It is truly an honor and a humbling privilege to stand before you.
But just months later, Wang stepped down from the position amid growing controversy tied to a federal investigation. The FBI accusing Wang of spreading propaganda on behalf of the Chinese government. Federal prosecutors say Wang has agreed to plead guilty to one felony count of acting in the United States as an illegal agent of a foreign government.
The charges she's facing are very serious.
She a spy?
She could be sent to prison for up to 10 years.
Legal analyst Royal Oakes says the charges stem from allegations
Royal
Wang
Oakes?
was not fully transparent with federal authorities.
The key here is her failure to disclose her connection with the government of China. The allegation is that she was really acting at their direction. She was their agent. And whether she's stealing nuclear secrets or just posting editorials that were pro-China, the fact is, without registering as an agent, she's breaking federal law.
Wang was elected to the Arcadia City Council in 2022. There's a 5-person council with the role of mayor rotating among the members. The allegations against Wang involve conduct before she was elected.
Wow.
So she was elected, but she had all of this going on before she was elected?
This is what I'm saying. And
this sounds like Russian collusion.
And also, so she was a spy?
That's what she was.
Spy.
That's what she was.
Oh my goodness.
She was a Chinese spy.
She was a spy.
That's
That's crazy. What else do we have? Trump seriously considering a plan to make Venezuela and its $40 trillion in oil a permanent part of the U.S.
Speaking of Trump, did y'all hear about his scam, the biggest scam he has with the Trump phones?
Oh, yes. Tell us about that.
So he pretty much made $63 million off of this Trump phone, this gold Trump phone.
Mm-hmm.
Made in
that was
China.
made. He said that it was going to be made in America. But then he realized that it couldn't be made in America. So he got it made in China. It supposedly was supposed to be made in China with coming back here to put a few little pieces on it so that it can say that it was made in America. What had happened is the first time, the first email that they sent out was saying that there was a delay. So the phones will be coming soon. Then after that, so everybody had to put down $100 deposit on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Once they got the phone, they got the email that said that there was a delay and that they was going to get the phone soon.
Mm-hmm.
Then they waited some more. Then another email came out and said, oh, by the way, just because you put a deposit down on the phone don't mean that you can get the phone. It just means that it's a deposit.
A pre-order deposit provides only a conditional opportunity if Trump Mobile later elects in its sole discretion to offer the device for sale.
Oh, shit.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Oh,
By the way, your deposit to get the phone that we are selling to you is only valid if, in fact, I do decide to make the phone.
Yep.
And if and do I decide to give it to you.
Yep.
And this could go on, and this is okay. Nobody's going to say, hey, you cannot scam the American people. He made $63 million off of this fake Trump phone.
Oh, because all of them people went and paid the $100?
And now there's no more emails that's coming out, and there's no more website.
The phone was originally advertised as being made in America, will now be designed with American values in mind, the website states. While the Trump phone remains unreleased, Trump Mobile is selling refurbished Samsung phones and iPhones that connect to its network and its so-called 47 plan, a $47.45 per month service that pays homage to Trump's distinction as both the 45th and 47th president.
What? I know, Lil John.
Why he couldn't make it 45, 47? Why it got to be 47, 45?
Because it gets more money from you with the extra dollars.
So he said, you want me to pay you money now so I could have the potential to give you more money in the future if you decide to make this phone. And people did it.
People did it. Because they did it.
You know what? I'm gonna learn from him.
Me too.
I see what he did there. I'm gonna figure it out.
He gonna go down in history. So Trump is seriously considering a plan to make Venezuela a permanent part of the U.S. How, Sway? How?
Why not? Why not?
How are we gonna do that? I don't know. Oil exports from Venezuela have reached over 1 million barrels per day and the highest level since 2018 under U.S. management. President Donald Trump is eyeing oil-rich Venezuela as a potential 51st state as officials continue to court oil companies for investments in the South American country following the U.S. intervention that removed President Nicolas Maduro from power.
It's foolishness.
Every time I hear his name, I want some plantain. Trump said in a phone call with Fox News that he is motivated by the estimate 40 trillion value of oil in Venezuela, adding that he is popular with the country's citizens. Venezuela loves Trump, he said. As U.S. military officials captured Maduro in January, whom the Justice Department indicted on narco-terrorism charges, Trump said the United States would run the country during its transitional period and work with Venezuelan Vice President Delcy Rodriguez. That's what Trump said.
It's just a bunch of foolishness.
It's foolishness.
It's just so sad.
The Democrats has asked the Supreme Court to halt a Virginia ruling blocking new congressional districts. Why y'all ask them to halt it? Why y'all didn't stop it in the first place?
They tried to.
No, but they should try it harder.
They can't. They're ruled by white supremacy.
Democrats on Monday filed an emergency appeal with the U.S. Supreme Court seeking to halt a Virginia ruling invalidating a ballot measure that would have given their party an additional 4 winnable U.S. House seats. The move came after the Virginia Supreme Court on Friday struck down a constitutional amendment that voters narrowly passed just last month. The 4-3 state court decision found that Democratic controlled legislature improperly began the process of placing the amendment on the ballot after early voting had begun in the Virginia's general election last fall. Democrats argued unsuccessfully that the U.S. Supreme Court has held that even if early voting is underway, an election does not happen until election day itself. And that's that.
Beautiful.
All right. You gonna clip?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not. It's all of that is foolishness, and all of that is cheating and scamming some more. This is the administration of liars, cheaters, scammers, and pedophiles. It's just nasty
misinformation, confusion.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
RFK Jr., we're not worried about hantavirus spreading after cruise ship outbreak. Of course, he's not worried about anything.
He's not worried about nothing.
That thing right there is crazy.
They did say that a U.S. citizen that was on there has tested positive, and I think there were 7 people that were let off in Nebraska or something like that, or have been sent to Nebraska. And
Where the hell is Nebraska?
In the middle.
In the middle, Donald Trump.
What do you do there?
They have sex with
Does anybody ever talk about Nebraska?
They have sex with their pet possums and stuff.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The views
What is the capital of Nebraska?
Where is Nebraska?
Omaha.
Has anybody?
I've heard of Omaha.
Has anybody ever been to Nebraska? Is there black people in Nebraska?
I don't know.
The ones that have sex with their cousin.
Is there, no, seriously, I'm not even trying to be a jerk.
Nebraska
Has anybody ever gone for vacation to Nebraska?
Well, Nebraska is the corn husker state, a leading agricultural powerhouse famous for producing corn and beef. Its passionate support for the University of Nebraska football and its vast Great Plains landscape.
Do they got a regular football team like Nebraska stakeholders, or corn cobs, anything like
corn
that?
Corn huskers? No.
Yeah, I don't think that they got a big population like
Show
that.
me Nebraska on the map. What's it next to? Oh, Iowa. Oh, it's in the miggle.
Yeah.
Nothing happens there.
Nebraska is considered a great place to live.
That's where the Mormons and stuff is.
No, the Mormons is not there.
Pennsylvania.
They're in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Ain't that right next to
Yeah, Utah's Iowa is next to it. I need to go back to the schoolhouse to find out where everybody is on the map. Because I've never even heard of Nebraska.
Nebraska is famous for its hearty, meat-centric comfort food, most notably the Runza sandwich, a bread pocket filled with beef, cabbage, and onions. As a top agricultural state, Nebraska is also renowned for high-quality steaks, the Reuben sandwich, invented in Omaha, and the unique local favorites like Dorothy Lynch dressing, cheese Frenchies, and kolaches.
Oh, that's the beef. That's where all the beef come from.
Yeah.
That's all the methane.
A cheese Frenchie is a deep-fried grilled cheese sandwich that's battered or coated in crushed cornflakes.
All right. Marlon Brando, Fred Astaire, Johnny Carson, Warren Buffett, and Gabrielle Union are from...
Gabrielle Union?
It's from Nebraska.
So they do got a black people there.
The one, it was her. She only lived in... Hillary Swank. The cable guy, Malcolm X. Malcolm X wasn't for no damn Nebraska.
Yeah, he was.
Figures
from Nebraska.
include, Malcolm X and President Gerald Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Malcolm X, born in Nebraska, lived
Harlem.
in Chicago, then came to Boston, then went to Harlem.
Oh, African Americans have been in Nebraska since its territorial days, with a population that grew from small to roughly 4.6 to 4.8% of the state's population by the early 2020s.
They got to get away from the white folks.
4% in the 2020s.
Okay. Well, that is our lesson today on Nebraska. If you guys want us to research any other random place.
I guess they got, somebody said they got Lincoln. What's that? Football? They got a football team, college football. That's the only football they got.
Roll Tide.
Because what else is they supposed to do? It's that they probably just got a lot of fields and stuff to play in.
Oh, they say North Omaha is a historic hub for Black culture, business, and community.
I've heard of Omaha.
Yeah.
Yeah, Omaha. All right.
Omaha steaks is all I've heard of Omaha.
I want a steak right now.
I would like a steak.
Trump says ceasefire with Iran is on a massive life support. What does that mean?
Is that good or bad?
Yeah, tell me what that means.
Yo no sé.
Washington President Donald Trump said the ceasefire with Iran is on life support as the two countries are unable to reach an agreement to end the war and fighting is resuming in the Strait of Hormuz. During a White House event, Trump called the ceasefire unbelievably weak and labeled Iran's latest peace proposal a piece of garbage. He didn't bother to finish reading.
Did you hear this yesterday?
No. What?
This man, we gotta play it. We gotta hear him. He is so just ignorant.
I would like to say the ceasefire is on a massive life support. Go for it.
It's unbelievably weak.
Listen to
I would call it the weakest right now.
He's trying to get us killed.
After reading that piece of garbage they said, I didn't even finish reading it.
Listen.
They said, I'm not going to waste my time reading it. I would say it's one of the weakest right now. It's on life support. They understand these are all medical people. Dr. Oz, life support is not a good thing. Do you agree?
Bad prognostic.
I would say the ceasefire is on massive life support, where the doctor walks in and says, sir, your loved one has approximately a 1% chance of living.
Ain't he supposed to be helping? You know what? I absolutely believe that.
He's trying to get us killed.
I was talking about this yesterday. I said, yes, he is trying to get us killed. He's going to piss those people off so much that they're going to build a nuclear bomb real quick because the first one was obliterated. So now we're there fighting them because they have the concept of a plan of building another nuclear weapon at some point in their lives, and we must stop them now.
Donald Trump is doing that because he wants to bring us to war, because he wants to be the only president to have ever pushed the button. That's what he's doing. Donald Trump wants to secure his place in history, and he is doing foolishness because he wants to be the only president who did this, the 100%. Only president who did that, and all kinds of foolishness. He's a jackass.
Complete and utter jackass.
Yeah.
Right now, he's calling for the arrest of Obama. Trump accuses Obama of treason and unhinged crash out about black people last night over on Truth Social. He went in, I think they said about 30 tweets. A disturbing trend emerged in President Donald Trump's latest Truth Social tirade.
What?
Trump posted more than 55 times in just 3 hours on Monday night, uploading a ton of conspiracy theory content targeted former President Barack Obama, peppered with videos of black people causing mayhem. Trump's onslaught began by claiming that Obama had attempted a coup and boasting a call to arrest Obama the traitor. So Obama recently went to Canada and met with some of the leaders in Canada. So MAGA has decided that Obama is attempting to stage a coup and take over America. So he's calling for the arrest Obama the traitor. He then posted a month-old coverage of Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard's claims that the Obama administration had pushed the lie that Russian President Vladimir Putin preferred Trump over Hillary Clinton to win the 2016 election. As Trump continued to post, his allegations got increasingly outlandish. The president shared posts claiming that Obama made $120 million from Obamacare and accusing Obama of the most heinous crimes committed in American history, including wiretapping, Trump Tower. Other posts mentioned figures such as Senator Mark Kelly, Clinton, Jack Smith, but Obama's name appeared over and over and over again. After about half an hour of nonstop posting, Trump interrupted his screed against his political enemies to share a video that appeared to show young black people stealing from a convenience store. This is why the convenience store chain Wawa is closing stores one after another, the post read. The Trump posted another video that purported to show a black woman working for DoorDash picking up an order only to be discovered eating the food in her car. The president also shared a video of black man purposely knocking over a waiter's tray in a restaurant. I wouldn't call him a man, the post read. A real man would never disrespect another person like this. I'll call him what he is, a POS. I'm not gonna go on because this is classic cases of of brain tumor, right?
Brain
it has
rot.
to be brain rot. It has to be something. It's got to be something. It's a mental. I don't think that Trump is any different than the man in Cambridge who took out his gun and started shooting people. There is no difference between that mental crash out and what we're seeing on an administrative level on the highest podium in the world. These people are letting this man just be a complete psychopath, and I am absolutely tired of it. What can we do?
Do you think that people find it entertaining?
There are some people that do.
If this man was a owner of a company, president of a company, everybody would have said he's unfit.
He's unfit.
Everybody would have voted that this man is unfit.
These people stand by, everybody's just mad because he speaks his mind and he says what he's got to say and he's a different type of president and he's a jackass. It's crazy. Let me read. Let me see. He wants to be Soldier Boy. He do. Mm-hmm. My conspiracy theory is that he wants to continue the fear of war to sell weapons to our neighboring allies, since 40% of the world's weapons come from the U.S. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm tired. Like, reading the news is just so unserious these days. The national news is just so tired and it's crazy.
That's why I say I can't.
You can't.
I can't.
And just to breeze through these entertainments, Tony and I can tag team. Young Miami heartbroken by industry switch up, left me for dead. Young Miami, please.
What is she talking about? Where's she come from? What are you saying?
Carisha, please.
Carisha, please. Exactly. Thank you, Tues.
Literally.
That was it. That was exactly.
Carisha, please. We are dying over here. Women are losing their
Make
jobs.
some music, woman.
People, no. Don't do that either.
I like her music.
No. This last song, where to spending that? Who's
Go
gonna
back
spend
with
on
the city
me?
girls and make music.
Well, JT is somewhere with her little skinned
I never heard
dog.
of Carisha music by herself.
She got some music.
Who is the skinned dog?
She got like one of them, skinless dogs.
Hairless.
Yes.
Oh.
That one. That's sorry.
Skinless dog.
That is really gross.
The same person.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The same person that abused you abused me. Stefan Diggs' former chef turns to Cardi B.
Yeah, she did a whole rant. Is it a live that she played? It was definitely audio.
I seen it, but I didn't listen to it.
Me either. I was hearing about it. What is she talking about here?
It's a woman scorned.
They said she didn't name Cardi B, but on Saturday, Stefan Diggs kissed Cardi B on the cheek at a Mother's Day charity event in front of cameras in a room full of mothers. They posed for photos together. They greeted every attendee. They looked by every visible measure like two people finding their way back to each other after a difficult season. The two share a son born last November and had split in February, but the public appearance fueled immediate reunion speculation. Within hours, Mila Adams posted a video.
When you were pregnant, the way he talked to you when you were pregnant, the way that the same people that has defended him in this know how he treated you while you were pregnant and how he was to you when you were pregnant, will always be something I will never understand. The way he treated you in the delivery room, the way he treated you after the baby, the same person that abused you, abused
And you mad
me.
because you wasn't getting abused
And
the
our
whole
text
time.
messages show how he belittled you, how he spoke to you.
Oh, Mila,
I remember
please.
one particular night.
Chef BBL, sit it down. Let it go. You have lost this fight. You have lost this battle. That man do not want you. He do not want you. She is a woman scorned and she needs to go sit it down.
Yeah.
She is disgusting me.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's how you say it, but because I need some of y'all to have a tad bit of pride. A little bit of pride.
Did you watch the
trial? Yeah. First of all, secondhand embarrassment. And I don't even know that girl because why you do that?
She was just
terrible.
Yeah.
Just terrible.
Yeah.
What else we got in there?
Mia. Rihanna fans criticize her after she gets a large scribble tattoo designed by her babies, and they say it's horrendous. What are y'all worried about what that woman does on her body? Leave her alone. What does it look like?
It looks crazy.
Oh, that's cute.
That's not Rihanna's body. What's that?
It is. And she's a
Was that her
billionaire. That was her foot, under her leg.
The back of her leg.
Yeah.
Oh, the back. Oh, okay. I'm like, that's not her.
She is
ain't that
rich.
skinny. Rihanna fat now.
She could do whatever she goddamn want to. Those are her
You know what
kids.
Rihanna
That's
look
her
like?
scribble. We're not gonna talk about Rihanna. We ain't gonna do it. She is the mother of 3, and she just had them back to
Look
back.
who's talking.
Her body's gonna be
Kirstie Alley. She look like when Kirstie Alley.
her
blew
body's gonna be whatever it is. It's beautiful and it bring life. So I don't know. There's no
Her
Rihanna
body
slander.
is a billionaire body.
Exactly.
Whatever.
She can run it through a meat scorcher if she want to. It's hers. She can do whatever she want to. She can't do nothing
She
wrong.
got that big Bayesian body. She gonna look like Allison Hines did just now.
Tekashi 6ix9ine says his girlfriend will abort baby if it's a girl.
Why is she not pregnant for him?
Tupac Shakur. Nope. I don't know why I read that. I'm sorry to my audience. No. Because we don't. A dog. Only a dog would get pregnant for Tekashi 6ix9ine. That is. I'm against that woman. Whoever and let you implant anything in her. Tupac Shakur produced producer Daz Dillinger sues company founded by late rapper's mom for unpaid royalties.
Come on, Daz. But there's always something going on over there with them.
Kevin Hart's entertainment company reportedly in crisis after layoffs and lawsuits. He's come under a lot of fire because of the roast.
Yeah.
That white boy, that white racist man, comedian.
Hexas.
Yeah, he hosted something before, didn't he?
Which one? Who, the one that hosted or the comedian one?
The comedian hosted. Oh, the comedian was hosting the shoot 'em up dinner.
Okay.
He was the host of the dinner that.
Oh.
Of the attempted assassination.
Oh,
so
okay.
I guess
the
he
Tony
made,
person.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what his name is.
Yeah.
That guy.
He made a George Floyd joke.
Yeah, he made a George Floyd joke at the roast.
Yep.
And the black community is in a complete uproar.
They are. And I don't understand that because Pete Davidson did a Charlie Kirk joke. And where's the uproar about that?
I don't see the comparison respectfully. There's no comparison there.
For me, the comparison is if you're gonna laugh at Charlie Kirk death joke, then you should be able to laugh at a George Floyd joke. That's how I feel.
But Charlie Kirk was a bad man.
Charlie Kirk. I mean,
there's a lot of.
I believe
people
there was
that
a
think that
difference
George Floyd
between seeing somebody lose their lives for 10 minutes while a white man stood on his neck and getting pew-pewed because you was talking trash about somebody.
I don't know.
What
they
we
also
witnessed,
made lots and lots of fun of Cheryl Underwood's husband committing suicide. That was a running joke throughout the whole thing too.
Yeah,
I think it's comedy. It's comedy.
I think that what the sentiment. I'm fully for comedy. I think that George Floyd not being able to breathe under a racist white man's neck in daylight and taped for all of us to see is a completely different arena.
That's different.
Yeah, so everybody's entitled that. I think I'm not on an uproar about it. I just think that it was absolutely tasteless. It wasn't funny at all, and it was just kind of I feel like it was wholeheartedly like absolutely nastily racist comment. But I don't care. That's what they do. Kevin Hart laughed at it. They're more so mad at Kevin Hart for laughing at it than they are for this. And this guy has been he's a MAGA supporter, very heavy Donald Trump. So this is how they believe and how they think that shit was okay, and I don't agree.
I really think that the joke that they said about Charlie Kirk was a lot worse. Pete Davidson said something about letting a man unload in your throat about Charlie Kirk, and then with George Floyd, they said he said what he's looking up at us and laughing so hard he can't breathe or something like that. I don't know. For me it was a roast.
That was bad.
It was a roast. It was all hilarious. I laughed at everything.
I can agree with comedy, but no, absolutely not. No. We watched that trial. We watched that man scrape for his life on the floor, and that shit's not funny at all.
And like you said, everybody's entitled to their opinion about it, and there's a lot of people who won't think it's funny, and there's some people who laughed at it.
Bye Bye Big Mama. Lotto announces retirement and final album release. You're 22, girl.
All right, see you later. Bye.
Is she the one that's pregnant now?
Yeah, for 21 Savage.
Didn't she have one album?
Yeah. And now you got one baby. Cardi B running up here with 7 babies coming out of her twat still and on tour. And now you
On
retiring.
tour immediately after.
You got one out. You've been in the business for 3 years, girl. Go raise your baby and then come back later. Jay-Z retired 47 times. He ain't even retired yet.
He's not retired yet.
Wait, what? Michael Blackston's Mother's Day shout out has the internet side-eyeing hard.
He's a fool. He said, I love my children so much that I gave them each their own mother.
That's funny. I mean,
and happy Mother's Day, mother suckers.
Yeah, that is that. Michael, he was. You
That's
know who
right
he
on
was
time.
mad at the other day? He was mad at Klay Thompson for cheating on Megan Thee Stallion. He was very upset about it.
Yeah, I would be too.
Me too. Me too.
Michael Blackson?
Yeah, I mean, he's a jerk, but he sounded like he was completely hurt about it. Like I was like, Michael Blackson, relax. Relax, Michael Blackston. But that is the entertainment for today. I thought there was something else that was going crazy yesterday. But I think we got all of it. We'll be back tomorrow with some more news and some more stuff for you guys. Keep it locked right here. Spark FM Online. More music, programming, and other things going on very soon.
All right.
Bye.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The only thing that does matter is